shut her off and I'll turn her on.
On. Okay. Okay. long time.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. We're going to start getting started here.
Did you try that knob on the far left?
I did. Yeah, completely. All the way, both ways. No sound in the room. Okay, so, all right, here we are. We're back. All right. So welcome, good morning. Say your good mornings. Matt's going to start us into our opening song. As you are comfortable, please stand. This is a Matt Devlin original. Round of applause for that. And we're going to join Matt in the chorus, and we're going to start with the chorus, right, Matt?
Yeah, join in. Let's get real, let's get right. Push our fists to the side. Let's get real, let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right, get real, get right. Realize our light. Sometimes fear can be keeps us in our place. But if we take a leap of faith, it carries us away. Let's get real, let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real, let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right, get real, get right. Realize our life. Realize our life. Sometimes we get too low. Sometimes get too high. Sometimes we can't see the road. It's right before our eyes. Let's get real. Let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real. Let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right. Get real. Get right. Realize our life. Let's get real. Let's get right. Push our fears to the side. Let's get real. Let's get right. Recognize our own light. Get right. Get real. Get right. Realize our light. Realize our light. Realize our light.
Good morning. Yes, thank you, Matt Devlin. And as you're comfortable, sit down now. Thanks for being with us. Deep, deep, deep breath, if you will, with me and for me, please. Thank you. It's great to have you in the room. We're grateful that you've decided to share your Sunday morning with us. we just have a lot to be grateful for. Yeah? So breathe into that for a moment. Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. I am Reverend Penny Honey. And I just want to do a little disclaimer here and there for here and there this morning. We don't actually have an AV person. See, take a look. Selena, thank you, Selena, is stepping in. So be nice to Selena because she has the power of the camera. And so we appreciate that. We're wishing well to Hayden. He got called out for work in the middle of the night. So we see that coming together easily and effortlessly. Thank you to Matt, who makes that little special thing happen with the sound when we don't have an AV guy. So for all of you out there in YouTube land, so swing that camera over here. There we go. All of you out there in YouTube land, we're going to wave at you. And we're telling you thank you for your patience today. And we appreciate you. Here at Unity of Flagstaff, we like to say, tools, not rules. That's really all we're here for. If you came this morning thinking that I was going to tell you something that you didn't know, you're going to be disappointed. Because really, you come with all the wisdom that you need, and we're connected to the divine infinite mind. However, I am happy to remind you, and that's true for you all out there. We're here to remind each other. I recently shared a quote, and it was by Ram Dass. And it said, we're all just here, walking each other home. So welcome home. Yeah. And we're here to support you in prayer. Because that's just what we do, and we do it really good, right? There are a lot of ways we can support you in prayer. We have prayer partners in the room today that are willing to pray with you. Would you raise your hands, please? Look around. These people are here to help you, support you, hold with you a higher consciousness. You can also, of course, contact us here at the office, and there's always 1-800-NOW-PRAY, Silent Unity, 24/7. Billy Graham. I'm going to quote Billy Graham. Tell me we're not diverse. True prayer is a way of life. It's not just for use in cases of emergency. Make it a habit. And when the need arises, you will be in practice. And to that end, let's take a deep breath. Thank you for being present. Thank you for bringing your presence. Yeah, there we go. Spirit, it is an honor, a privilege, and a joy to be with you in the communion of prayer. The connection, the feeding of our souls, and the knowing of presence within our lives. We say thank you for the answered and unanswered prayer as it appears, as we release to the divine will of our highest good. We say thank you. So it is, so we're just going to let it be. Amen. And again, hello to our YouTubers. We appreciate you. Thanks for showing up on Sunday. I love going and seeing all those YouTube views on our channel. And keep in mind, you can go to that YouTube channel during the week if you think you missed something really important on Sunday, right? Or you just need to remember, now, what was that she said? I know I have to go back and do that. What was that I said? Feel free to do that. Check out our YouTube channel. This is Celebration Sunday. Woohoo! Yeah, that constitutes a woohoo. Come on now. I'd like to acknowledge the board members in the room. Our board members that are here, please stand. There's one, there's two. Thank you. Thank you, Sue and Dave. We appreciate their ongoing hard work. We appreciate everything that they do to lead this community. Thank you for that. We celebrate that. I'd also like to take a look at our calendar sponsors, Sandy Pizer and Dennis Homan. Thank you. This is your month. Daniel, would you open the back door for me? I'm thinking somebody might have got carried away with the thermostat over there. Or is that just me? Hey. So those days are gone. Helping Hands Project for this second quarter. That is Victim Witness Services here in Flagstaff, serving Flagstaff, Coconino County. That means that 65% of our 10% tithe will go to that local nonprofit organization. So, like I like to say, the more you give, the more we give. That's the way it works in the world. That's what I'm noticing. And today it is my pleasure to introduce to you Susan Eastman. It's her first Sunday. Now be nice. It's her first Sunday as a platform assistant. Take it easy on her now. We're grateful to have you here, Susan. She's so delightful. I am so excited. Isn't it fun to see our new PAs showing up? Yeah, right. Round of applause. Thank you, Trina, who manages that for us and organizes that. So thank you. Susan, it's our pleasure. It's all yours.
Yeah, thank you. As Reverend Penny mentioned, this Sunday is... Oh. Hello? Okay. Well, as Reverend Penny mentioned, today is Celebration Sunday. Along with your gratitudes and prayer requests, you can also announce anything you're celebrating today, birthday, anniversary, or anything like that.
Anything appropriate for YouTube.
Now is the time to share what is happening with you. We are honored to share your prayer requests, celebrations, and gratitudes. We collectively affirm with you and those that you pray and celebrate with that the presence of good is in all things and it is the one power. We know that with you that God, the universe, spirit, whatever you call it, knows the details. Does anyone have a gratitude, celebration, or prayer request they would like to share with the community?
And this is where I steal your microphone.
Okay.
See how I am? All right.
I just want to say thank you to Penny for she and I got to go out and talk and have hamburgers and a beer and she enlightened me, in fact, with some new information about my weird dreams. So maybe it's my wife trying to get a hold of me. Who knows?
Keith, it's a highlight of my week when we get to go out. You should see Keith and I mastering that little cart he pushes around and sits in. Yeah, I don't make it look near as easy as you do, I will tell you right now. But we do have a great connection, and Keith, you are a gift to this community. We're here to support you. I hope you always know that. And that is true. That's just true for this community and who we are and how we show up. It's my honor, Keith. Now, don't spread that around, but it's my honor to hang out with you. So I'm going to give you a rose. There you go. We celebrate you, Keith. We do. Who else? Look, I got one right here, Dave. I'll take this one. You get that one.
I'm grateful for the crazy clouds that are showing up this morning. It's just gorgeous out there. That's all.
Don't we live in the most beautiful place in the whole wide world? I have a dear friend that just got back from Bali, and she sent me these pictures of the sky. I said, yeah, I live in Flagstaff.
I just returned from 11 days touring the national parks in Utah. We live in a beautiful, beautiful country, and I am so grateful to be born in the United States and be able to enjoy its beauty and its benefits.
Hear, hear. We're glad you're back, and we're glad you had a great trip, and we're glad you're back. I think you have to have permission to be gone that long, though. Isn't that right, Helen and Michael? Didn't I ask for permission for you guys to be gone so long? Yes, Katie.
Oh, come on, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm grateful for a really wonderful 8-day silent Buddhist retreat. And this time I got to be on the leadership team, and it was so moving to see a number of people on their first time having a meditation retreat experience. And the generosity of the community has sustained this retreat for 7 years outside of Prescott, and it was completely free, no charge. And I'm just so thankful for a practice, a spiritual practice that speaks through silence, and that everyone was safe and well.
We are celebrating that, Katie. Thank you for being with us. I love the haircut, by the way. You all. Excellent. So thank you for sharing that experience, because every time we hear that kind of experience, what happens is we remember that there are so many paths to expressing our divinity. Every time we have an experience like that, we get to remember that. So thank you. Yeah.
God, now I got to go follow that. Good job, Katie. I am grateful for recovery. In my case, it's my knees, but recovering from a 60-kilometer I ran in February. It actually took till a few weeks ago that I really was completely pain-free from that and the fallout that followed it. But I did a couple trips in the Grand Canyon this week. Felt fine. And on that note, much easier. Those that would like to resume hikes, I'm willing to do those during the week, not on the weekends. That's still something else for me, but I can point you to a lot of other things if you want to do that. Mornings, either Wednesday or Thursday, probably at 7 o'clock, 2 miles and flat. And if people get to the point where they want to do more, we'll figure it out. But for now, that's what we're going to do. And we'll probably do some over near Williams, so some other people can participate.
Thank you, Bruce. Yes. And if we want to supplement that hiking schedule for weekends, for those that's a better fit, then we'll talk about that, and we'll help get that coordinated also. So thank you for that. Yes, thank you. We're an amazing community. And how many miles? 2. Yeah. How many did you do this weekend? More than 2. Okay. Yes, Miss Josie.
Good morning. Matt and I talk about it all the time how blessed we are. And this month seems to be particularly so. Our oldest granddaughter's fiance just graduated from medical school. And our second granddaughter is graduating from NAU next Saturday. First time she's had a graduation since she was a 2022 senior. And 2020, yes. Well, time flies. And our youngest granddaughter graduates from high school on the 23rd of this month. So we have a lot to be grateful for.
Lots to be grateful. Yay. Yes, round of applause. Those are some cool accomplishments, aren't they? And you know what? I just can't even believe that youngin is going to be graduating from high school. What the heck happened there? I mean, how did that happen? She just wanted to grow up, didn't she? Yeah. So congratulations, Grandma and Grandpa, huh? Yeah. Those are fabulous things to share and to celebrate. We celebrate with you. Yeah. Be sure and get a couple roses. Anybody celebrating anything? This is self-serve. Not right now. but after the service. Okay. Hey, Norm.
Hey, good morning. You inspired me. My granddaughter is a nurse. She got a position at NAU several years ago as an assistant professor in nursing. And about 2 weeks ago, she got promoted to associate professor. Pretty good because I was a full professor in biology. So that carry on that's
Yes.
neat.
That is neat. That is neat. Norm, we are celebrating that with you. Yeah, yeah. Round of applause. Yeah. She's blessed, you know, to have such a great model in her life. Yeah. Okay, going once. All right, going twice. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, Miss Susan, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. Okay. We are grateful for the power of prayer and the good news spoken and unspoken here today. Again, we affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. And so it is, and so we let it be. Unity principle number 3.
Thoughts have creative powers to determine events and attract experiences. And the short version, wow, we are powerful. Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. I'm starting my timer here.
I teased her and told her I had a hook. She didn't want to wait for the hook.
Anyway, one of my favorite movies of all time is called Under the Tuscan Sun with Diane Lane. She plays an American writer, Frances Mays, who goes through a terrible divorce, and her friends give her a trip to Tuscany, Italy. And so she goes on this trip to Tuscany, Italy, and she buys a 300-year-old Tuscan villa from an old Italian lady, and she ends up staying there. And she has to go through the whole Italian real estate process, whatever that is. But anyway, so. But they're in the house with the Italian realtor, Signor Martini, and she has some buyer's remorse. She says, "I'm buying a house for a life I don't even have." She's single, and she expresses 3 wishes. She says she has no one to cook for. She wanted people to cook for. She wanted a family there, and she wanted a wedding there. And Signor Martini shares with her the story of the Italians who built railroad tracks through the Italian Alps to connect Venice with Vienna before there was even a train that could make the trip. And that inspired her, and I find that inspiring as well. And throughout the movie, her character, Frances, she hires a crew of Polish laborers to remodel her house. And then she has a bunch of someones to cook for. And then one of her friends in the States comes over to have her baby, and she has their family. And also Frances takes under her wing one of the Polish laborers, a young Polish man who doesn't have a family of his own. She takes him under her wing and stands up for him as a family. He wants to marry this Italian girl, and they have a wedding, and she hosts the wedding at her Italian villa. And as she and Signor Martini are sitting in the courtyard during the wedding reception, he points out to her, you got everything you wish for. You got someone's to cook for, you got family, and now you have a wedding. And she opened her eyes and she recognized, yes, I got everything I asked for. And why I watched, I had that movie on that movie. Anyway, that movie is inspiring for me on two reasons. The whole train tracks, preparing for abundance and having the faith to do that, and then when it does come, being able to open our eyes and recognize it. So.
Yeah. Very nice.
That was perfect. Aw, round of applause, right? And you made it look easy. Just think we're surrounded by brilliance. I know, that was awesome, right? Thank you. All right, we will prepare for meditation now. Thank you, Helen. And let's just settle in. Isn't it fun to celebrate each other's light? To see that expressed through us. And to know that we are creating a safe space right now for people to do that. Not only in this room, but in our hearts, in our minds. So let's rest. Spirit, we stand. We rest into this time, this gift of connection. We feel the presence of those in the room around us. And we feel blessed. And we feel safe. Feeling our feet on the floor and knowing that in this physical world, we sit right here, perfectly human, and opening the way for the expression of the perfect divine within. Here we are, right here. Our brilliance, our light, the peace of who we are at the very core. These things we give great thanks for. And we feel that connection. We feel that light lifting us, enfolding us, softening our hearts, opening our minds. We know the guidance of the universe right here, right now. We are clear in our intention. We are committed to the divine nature of who we are. It is this that we move into the silence now. as we take in the sound of the wind, the light from the sun, the sense of birth and transformation happening right now on our planet. We know the power of our connection. We recognize the oneness. We are grateful. We are blessed. Take a deep breath. Feel your connectedness to life. And so it is. And so we let it be.
This is not how my story ends. I am not done yet. I've got some more to say, leaving no regrets. Cause when I was a boy, they said work hard and wait your turn in line. Time after time, lie to mine and then get left behind. And I know they say we all get our chances, but I'm tired of waiting here on these fences. I'm gonna live right out loud. I'm gonna push my way right through the crowd. And this is not how my story ends. I am not done yet. I've got some more to give, leaving no regrets. And I'm gonna leave the sun and the moon and the stars up in the sky. But just one time, if you don't mind, I'm taking what is mine. And I know they say there's only one way out, but when I go, I'm gonna leave no doubts. I'm gonna sing right out loud. I'm gonna push my way right through the crowd. And this is not how my story ends.
Matt Devlin.
Thank you.
So I'm going to live right out loud and push my way right through the crowd. Because this is not how my story ends. I'm not done yet. We all have something more to give, especially if we do not want to live with regret. Now, out loud does not have to mean really noisy. It can. It can be, yeah. Out loud is a big statement when you're silent for a week, isn't it? Yeah. That's a big way to live out loud. And I just love our introverts and the quiet way that they bring into the room. Truly, what they bring. Pushing their way through a crowd of extroverts is usually what they have to do. I just want to acknowledge that when I say and when we say we're going to live right out loud, it doesn't mean that you're going to be on a billboard next to the freeway. Doesn't mean that you have to have your picture in the post office either. I'm just saying. It's almost defiant, isn't it, Matt? Right? I'm gonna get what I have come here to receive. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say, you know what? I think it's my turn. I think spirit is huge in me, and it's tired of living in this little box. That's what I think. It's like an agreement with the universe. I'm just not done yet. So the teaching today is, and the universe says, huh? Do you think you ever confuse the universe? You think? Hold a thought, say something different. It can actually be that much off, right? This message this week is really built on something that came through when I watched last week's message. I was quite impressed by that teacher. I've been humble, I've been pie. But actually, that is what happened. And as I was, well, it actually started when the message of last week started dropping in. And if you remember last week, we talked about inner wealth. How wealthy are you anyway was the question. You know, you can always go to that YouTube channel and catch it if you didn't have a chance. But we talked about inner wealth and asking the question, what % of our inner wealth are we putting toward our actual desires and the things that we want? And then, of course, the next big question is, are those our highest good? Anybody? We learned that wealth, as Eric Butterworth describes it, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Everybody sit up straighter in your chair. You feel that? Wealth is that. Where we start to claim and know our divine worth. And I had to think about that when I asked that question about putting our inner wealth toward the things that we want in life and what we're manifesting. And I asked, am I doing that? And then I had to have this really fun little conversation with myself. Now, Penny, just remember, busy does not necessarily mean abundant. Anybody? Busy does not necessarily mean just because you have a full life that you have a fulfilling life. Don't forget that, Penny. And I am blessed enough to get both. I have a very full life, and I have a very fulfilling life. This is the highlight of it. Seeing a community grow into knowing their wealth, growing into knowing who they are. Like we talked about in the annual meeting, opening doors in their lives, walking into places they never thought possible, and expressing in ways that might make you a little nervous, but you do it anyway. You show up. You feel safe. You're supported. That is what we do here. Is it true? Do we know how to measure what that might look like to be wealthy, to be fulfilled? There are many laws taught in metaphysics and other practices. Law of abundance, law of circulation, law of attraction. But what tells us that we're tracking? Is it just in the success alone? I don't think so. Metaphysics and New Thought has wondrous and many teachers, and we're going to talk about those in our Pennies from Heaven. Thought that was clever when that dropped in. Pennies from Heaven prosperity class. We're going to talk about Edwin Gaines and Catherine Ponder and Eric Butterworth. We're going to use people like James Allen and Ernest Holmes and Wallace Wattles. It's not as if there is not a lot of wisdom out there about abundance and wealth and prosperity. It's everywhere. So after that shameless plug, I'll move on and go back to measuring. Is it in our successes alone? Now, we know that prosperity is more than just finances and material gain. We know that it encompasses spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, relational, financial well-being. So if that's not the measuring stick, what is? Eric Butterworth said this. He said that true prosperity is the result of well-placed confidence in ourselves and our fellow man. That seems like a pretty good place to start. You want to see if you are expressing the abundance that is in your life and the abundance that is available to you. Check it out and see if you have well-placed confidence in yourself and others. So there's this evangelical Anglican bishop that I'm going to quote now, J.C. Riles. And he reminds us in that textbook that is also known as the Bible in many teachings, Mark 4:24-25 says this: pay attention to what you hear. With the measure you use, it will be measured to you, and still more will be added to you, is what we are told. You do know that we live in an abundant universe, right? No. You do know that we live in an abundant universe, right? I live in an abundant universe. I live in an abundant universe. Come on, I'm not the only one in the room. I live in an abundant universe. One power, one presence. So what he was saying in this, in other words, our spiritual prosperity depends on how we receive and apply spiritual truth and the good that the universe is. So my question to you is, in your life, when you look out at your little life or your big life, and you're living it out loud, right? Is it expressing the potential and the abundance that is available in the universe? Is that what it's doing? Some days. Other days, no. Just no. No. But some days, that really does happen. And I offer you up this. Are the thoughts you are holding, the actions you are taking, the time you are spending, are they expressing the infinite supply of the universe? Ooh, it's not even a trick question. Some days, yes. And you are fully aware that we live in an abundant universe, right? I live in an abundant universe. I live in an abundant Universe. You want to know how you're doing in that department? Take a peek at your life. Take a peek where you connect. Take a peek where you spend your energy. And I can attest to you that we live in an abundant universe by the amount of pine needles in my backyard. There's a lot of them when you don't even have a pine tree on your ground, right? Yeah, I don't even have a pine tree. It's awesome. So I offer this up to you. How do you do that? That demonstrating and that manifesting. How do you do that? However you're doing that in your life is a really good indicator of how well you are willing to say yes to the universe. How you doing? Look at your life. Feel that for a moment. You know the places you have stood up and said, yes, yes, universe, I am willing. And I know the places that I haven't. So are you sending mixed messages to the universe? Are you confusing the universe? I don't know if I have the power to confuse the universe, but I sure can confound it, right? I may not confuse it, but I can confound the universe. I am sure that the powers that be, that live within me, that express through me, that are me, go, really? Really? Did you say that you want peace in your life? Get off of Facebook. Get off of the internet. Did you say you wanted love in your life? Stop slamming those doors when it presents and stop pretending like you know what it should look like. You're sending, I'm sending. And I'm trying to speak for the whole room because I don't like to be alone. I'm sending mixed messages to the universe. I can confuse and confound the universe with every breath if I choose. And it is grace that the universe says, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Until your highest and best opportunity, your highest and greatest expression is what you present to me that you want. And then it's go time. Because the universe only wants the best. And it only says yes to my highest and best. And I got to tell you, sometimes that's been kind of ugly. What ended up being the highest and best. Hang on. It is easy when it's easy, and it's faith when it ain't. The universe only says yes to your highest and best. How are you willing to receive the abundance of the universe? You hear yourself say these things, and then we send mixed messages, and we wonder why. We never quite get there, wherever there is. We never quite get that, whatever that is. And the universe says, huh? Huh? It's all laid out right here in front of you. It's all within you. It's just waiting to see the light and be shown the way to express into the world through you. And you, every one of you, has that unique expression that the universe is begging for. Bring your light, children. Bring your light. Let's not confuse the universe. If I'm not expressing from that place of where I am claiming it, and again from the Bible in Matthew, it says, let your yes be a yes and let your no be a no. Stop fiddle-faddling around. Stop jumping back and forth. Get it right. Get right with it. Open up to the divine thought that resides within you. Allow the connection between you and an infinite intelligence to do its job. And of course, the advice I give to me is stay out of the way. Stop sending mixed messages. And when I don't express from that authentic place, when I haven't done my work, but all I can do is ask for more. We talked about that. I want this. I want that. I said last week, that's the reason they came up with remote controls, because somebody wants to sit on their duff in the lazy boy and pick out what they want. Life just doesn't come with a remote. So if you want it and you have discerned clearly that that feeds your soul, that that lights you up, that that brings you to a place of abundance in your life, go with that. And if we aren't doing that, aren't we actually questioning the infinite nature of the universe? If I'm not doing that, if I'm not living from there, from that place where I am aligning with the good that the universe has for me, am I not questioning the validity of the universe and its divine nature and its infinite nature? I think I am. Sorry about that, universe. I'm going to knock that off now. Anybody else? Maybe none of you are doing that in your life, but it's worth looking at. It is worth looking at. When your thoughts are aligned with your desires and your desires align with your highest outcome, get it right, as Matt said. Perhaps we can take a clue from the universe, because what it says is yes to what is good for us. Let's practice that. Yes to what is good for me. Yes to what is good for me. Yes to the good. Yes to the good. Yes to the good. And yay, good. I like that. Yay, good. And our spiritual and our material prosperity depends on how we receive and apply these spiritual truths. The more that we embrace these truths, we cannot help but be more abundant in joy, in love, in light, in all the things that come to us in the deepest part of who we are and says, go to Flagstaff and you say, I want what God wants. And I move into taking away all the confusion. I stop holding conflicting thoughts. I start to use the divine intelligence that resides within each and every one of us. And you start to move toward heaven right here on earth. It's in your power. It is who you are. Let's say yes. Let's not confuse the universe anymore. Let's say yes. Yes. That's enough from me.
So I need you guys to join in on this. This song is still evolving. Not really done. I say yes, I say yes. Yes is what I say. When the sun comes up on a beautiful day, yes is what I say. I say yes, yes, yes. I'm going to say that again. It's si, ya, we. Spanish, German, French. Si, ya, we. When the sweet, sweet love comes my way, yes is what I say. Yes is what I say. If you look a gift horse in the mouth, might not get a second chance. and I've let a gift or two slip right through my hands. But I have got a word, I have got a word, I have got a word for that, and I say yes, yes, yes. Yes is what I say. When the sun comes up on a beautiful day, yes is what I say. I say yes, yes, yes. See Yahweh. When the sweet, sweet love comes my way, yes is what I say. Yes is what I say. I know you believe the universe gets it right. So why hesitate to step into your light? But I have got a word, I have got a word, I have got a word for that, and I say yes, yes, yes. Yes is what I say. When the sun comes up on a beautiful day, yes is what I say. I say yes, yes, yes. See Yahweh. When the sweet, sweet love comes my way, yes is what I say. Yes is what I say. And everybody knows the dark before the dawn. So open up your heart and turn your light back on. 'Cause we've got a word, we've got a word, we've got a word for that, and we say yes, yes, yes. Yes is what we say. When the sun comes up on a beautiful day, yes is what we say. We say yes, yes, yes. See Yahweh. When the sweet, sweet love comes our way, yes is what we say. We say yes, yes, yes. Yes is what we say. When the sweet, sweet music starts to play, yes is what we say. Yes is what we say. Yes is what we say. Yes is what we say.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. Matt Devlin. Woohoo! Matt. Oh, wait, wrong room. Okay. So it is time for our celebration of abundance. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are. We are blessed. We are blessed. And out there in YouTube land, ways to express your appreciation. Of course, you can go to the website or you can mail your gift in to our P.O. Box 1740 here in Flagstaff. Thank you for that. We appreciate your ongoing support. I do want to give a little plug here to Mother's Day, Father's Day picture montage. Our hero, Trina Getz. She really needs them by the end of today. So send them for Mother's Day. Yeah. And it can be of you and your mom. It can be you and who you see as a mom energy. It can be just them. It doesn't matter. It's you celebrating this mother energy that we will be celebrating on Mother's Day. And then we'll have a beautiful musical montage. Trina does this every year for us. Thank you very much. So please submit those today. You'll submit them here at office@unityofflagstaff.org. Okay? If you don't have a digital because it's an old picture, take a picture of it with your phone and send that to us because she does magical things. You can text it. Probably easiest to send them all to the office and I'll get them over to you. That way we're just dealing with one. And we're going to do the same thing for Father's Day. So come on down here. Please consider... down here. Yeah, there you go. You guys didn't know who I was talking to. I'm just talking, blah, blah, blah. Look, she's still talking, blah, blah. So consider volunteering for the Flagstaff Family Food Center. There's sign-ups out there in the foyer. Thank you. Sign up today. That is next week. We have a lot of fun. Who volunteers at the food center, right? Is it fun? Yeah, right? And we even have these really cool aprons. We look so cool. I mean, really, we do. And then I want to remind you about the class that's coming up. Miss Marilyn Chase will be teaching that class, Communication in the Space of Relationship. Check that out. You can sign up out in the hallway. Marilyn will be out there to answer any questions. There we go. All right, together we're going to bless these outgoing baskets. We are abundant, and express it through our generosity and aligned thoughts. In the giving, we are blessed. Thank you. Go forward, my beautiful ones. There we go. And so as we are comfortable, we'll come back to this. Yes, yes, yes.
I say yes, yes.
And stand as you are
Yes
comfortable
is
after the
what I
basket has
say.
passed by, if you wish.
When the sun comes up on a beautiful day, yes is what I say yes, yes, yes. See, I'll be. When the sweet, sweet love comes my way, yes is what I say yes, yes, yes. Yes is what I say. Yes is what I say. Yes is what I say.
Thank you again, Matt. Thank you. Round of applause, please. All right. There's lots of fun stuff going on out there. And please take a look at it in the foyer. People work really hard to get that stuff out there, and I appreciate the help that I get to make that happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So bring those baskets down here. How about we bless these full baskets? And if you would stand, if you're comfortable doing so, please do that. So I just want you to, just for a moment, take it in. You know, you walk into this room, and you really don't walk out of here with a goodie bag. You don't. And we pass a basket around and we say, drop something in that, will you please? And then we have annual meetings and we tell you where we're at financially and we do all those things. I just want to honor that process because whoever came up with that was pretty clever if you think about it. So I want you to consider today the gifts that you're going to walk away from this room with today and how that translates into the expression you are in the world. Find ways to express that this week. And we say, thank you for these gifts. We are grateful. We are opening minds, hearts, and expressions through our generosity. We are abundant, and so it is. And so we'll let it be. Together we affirm, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Create an amazing week, my friends. Thank you. Hey, and don't forget today we have crucial conversations at 12:30 here in the sanctuary. So feel free to join us. We have great conversation. That's right here in the sanctuary at 12:30.